Now, the government would say that reductions in public spending have laid the groundwork for growth. And when the government has looked for those reductions, the first place it tends to go is the welfare budget. As part of that drive, which has huge popular support, benefit sanctions have been introduced to penalise people who are not doing enough to find work. But a report published in the last few moments says that some of those penalties have been hitting many of the wrong people, leaving them with little to survive on. Our social affairs editor, Jackie Long, reports from Manchester.
Going back to school to help get back to work. After more than a decade at home bringing up her 2 children, single mother Lisa Aldous is studying to become a teaching assistant. She'd asked the Jobs Centre to enrol her on a computer course that fit around picking up the children, but the advisor got the timings wrong and Lisa says she simply couldn't complete it. A few weeks later, she'd had her benefit cut by £57 a fortnight.
What changes did you have to make over that period?
So it's basically food, not eating as much. I've actually lost weight, which is a good thing, but it's
not the
way that I'd like to, yeah. But obviously feeding the children and getting healthy food for the children.
The government say there has to be sanctions so that people who are on benefits know that they have to be actively looking for work. They can't get something for nothing.
I think people should be looked at individually. There are some people on benefits who, don't do anything and don't want to do anything. Smoke and drink and waste the money. And fair enough, they should be sanctioned. But people are individuals.
A survey carried out by Manchester CAB of people across the country who'd been sanctioned revealed more than 70% cut down on food as a result, and around half cut down on heating. 2/3 of respondents were left with no income. Those with children left only with child benefits. Tougher benefit sanctions are a big part of this government's welfare reforms. The aim is to encourage or force, dependent on your view, people to work harder to look for work. But according to this report, for many people, it's much more about punishment than effective persuasion.
Sanctions may have a place where people are being supported into work and they're not doing what they can to find jobs. But for our clients, being on benefits is not a lifestyle choice. They want to work. And what we're finding from our survey is that the impacts of sanctions, it actually stops them getting into work because they're having to spend so much time surviving on a day-to-day basis that they can't meet the requirements of getting into work anyway.
The Department for Work and Pensions say the rules entitling people to claim job seekers allowance are very clear. They told us sanctions are only ever used as a last resort. There are hardship payments in some cases, and anyone who disagrees with the decision can appeal.
So that was a scary experience going to the courts.
That's exactly what Lisa did. And like 1/3 of all the survey respondents who'd appealed against their sanction, she was successful. So that's good news.
So it's very good news. A lot of months waiting and of stress.
And what in the end is the most important thing about this? The fact that you'll get some money back, or the fact that...
No, the fact that I've been vindicated and that I've been telling the truth all along, and that I shouldn't have been sanctioned.
Long-awaited government statistics on how many people like Lisa have been issued with sanctions are expected in the next few weeks. And an independent review into the sanctions process has just got underway. It will report in the spring.